Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crate Expectations. This is our fourth episode. It's exciting. I have Sarah here with me, celiac Sarah. I don't know. Am I allowed to call you Sarah today? Are we friends today, Sarah?
We are friends today. Happy to say.
Yay! That's exciting. We can all use a friend sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to defriend me now. It's the fourth episode. It's the best episode.
I'm just. I'm so disappointed that you perpetuate that as your favorite number. Like.
I don't understand why it's a bad thing.
I guess you wouldn't. But, anyways, we've got an interesting show today. And what kind of things are we doing today, Sarah?
Okay. So we're recording this a little earlier than we usually do.
Yeah,
Because of reasons.
yeah, there are good and sufficient reasons for it. But
Right.
it's Saturday evening right now.
Right.
So something awesome comes out between now and when we release it on our usual Wednesday release time. It's not our fault.
Right. Because we aren't psychic, sadly.
Why aren't you?
I don't know. I tried. It didn't work.
Is this something like? Is that something you can learn?
I don't know. Maybe? Probably not.
All right, well, folks, we'll do our research, and we probably won't even mention it to you.
Ever again.
I'm guessing it won't come up, but
So, okay, but that being said, because we're recording early and there is basically no new information, current events is just going to be like an overall, we're just going to have a little conversation, play a little game. We are still going to do our speed GAC, even though GAC is not over this week yet. Maybe we'll actually get through it then. I don't know. Still gonna
with only two, yeah.
Yeah, with only two, we might get through it. We've got a character review, pack review still, and then there's like 3 viewer questions. So,
What character are we talking about today?
Aura Sing.
It's fancy. Do you think she sings?
No. She doesn't look
She
like
doesn't-
a singer.
She's a nail in her head. Maybe
What
she
is-
gets like radio or something.
What does that have to do with singing?
It just made me think, like, you know how those people will get like metal discs in their head, and then they can like they get there's those rumors that they get like radio stations to tune into their heads sometimes.
I've
You not
never
heard of that?
No,
They don't teach you that in Canada.
they don't.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We have cool things here in America, but I don't know if
Alright.
that qualifies as one. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I would just thought that like that would be an extension of it. You know, like you get a nail, like you get better reception.
I don't think so.
You don't. Okay. You don't. You don't get a judge because you don't know about it. So
I still don't think so.
Okay.
All right, let's.
It's like you're not allowed to do this. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Correct.
Okay. Obstinate. All right. All right. So, yeah, we've got. So first, we wanted to talk a little bit about Relic 9, actually, and the impact. Like, what, Sarah? How many Relic 9s do you have?
One.
Which one is it?
Jedi Master Luke.
And
yeah.
why?
Because I decided to make the smart decision and put it on him. Because one, he's a tank, so obviously, like, well worth it. Kit based off protection, well worth it. Attack is based off his protection. Like, everything about him just screams, give me Relic 9. He's made my Galactic Legend counters significantly easier at Relic 9. The fun side of me was like, give it to BB-8. But I made the smart decision. I played smart.
So I applaud playing smart. That's good.
Yeah.
Could you tell me what's fun about Relic 9 on BB-8?
I would have the only one in the game.
Okay, I guess I could see that being fun. I was like, does he just like do his special just a little bit shinier or something?
I also would just enjoy people's reactions to it.
Well, that's the same thing.
Like when you found out that my BB-8 was Relic 8,
Mm-hmm.
at first you didn't. I don't think you even realized he was Relic 8, and then you doubled back on it, and you're like, wait a second here, BB-8 is Relic 8.
And that was enjoyable for you.
It was.
The fun thing was, it wasn't enjoyable for me. That was a surprise I didn't appreciate.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about me.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
But yes, so I didn't do that. I did the smart thing. But anyway, how many do you have?
I have two. I could put a third one down. I think I will. Yeah, so I have Jedi Master Luke. I think he's got to be the number one choice. Frankly, he's just
Yeah.
so good. And then if you have Lord Vader, like Relic 9, Lord Vader is just so obnoxious. He's way better at Relic 9 than Relic 8. No regrets on him. But then the thing that's worrisome to me is then the next huge number of Relic 9s that I don't have all belong. Like I would love to put Relic 9 on Rey, for instance, because she's so stat hungry.
Yeah.
But it's starting to look more like we need to put Relic 9 on all of our fleet
Which is
characters.
insane.
It's just so ugly. Like, all right, so we didn't even plan this, but here's a fun thing that I think you're gonna probably really hate. I think so the reason you were putting all of these relics onto fleet characters is because that's the only way to increase their speed. I think that means that instead of needing this a ton of relics on stupid characters, like I don't want to put Relic 9 on there's so many characters I don't want, like General Kenobi. I don't want to Relic, even though he's a good tank. He's not that much better on the ground as a like Relic 8 is all he needs. He only need like he's not gonna be so much better. There's like do you really want to put him on like some of these fleet commanders like Hux and stuff just as you can be faster? Or you put it, I mean, some of the characters make some sense, like fives you use and stuff, but it kills me. I think that means we need ship mods. What do you think?
You want ship mods?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know
bet
how I
you
feel
wouldn't
about
like
that.
it.
You know how I feel about mods in general, and now you want
I
me to
know.
do ship mods?
Yeah.
No. Hard no.
So you're gonna have the most popular response, but I think in the end so mods are what makes this game enjoyable to me. Like I don't really like modding precisely as like but that's what gives you the ability to customize your roster and actually achieve objectives that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. It's like, okay, normally I can't beat X team, but oh hey, I put a ton of tenacity on my team suddenly, and now I can beat that team.
Okay.
Like, you put a ton of tenacity on Commander Luke, it sounds really counterintuitive, but now he's the counter to a ton of things because all the problem teams that he's trying to counter are like dazing him and stunning him. Once you remove daze and stun from consideration, then the Commander Luke team starts just destroying everything.
Right.
And you can't do that without mods, though.
I follow what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's not fun.
No, it opens the door for fun. Like it's not fun to work on the mods really. Like, but it's fun to. It's like I don't love, I remember when I was like swimming all the time competitively, and I didn't love the workouts. Like they're so boring and so painful. But I really enjoyed, all the different benefits from all the exercise and from being being a lot faster during meets and stuff.
Right.
Like you don't enjoy the first part, but you really benefit and enjoy the results.
All right. I do follow what you're saying. I just don't, not on ships. Ships is just also, there's just nothing, like, it's what? Arena? That's it. That's all there is to ships. There's nothing else.
And GAC.
Right.
And Galactic Challenges. And probably Conquest, eventually.
Eventually Conquest, which would be really cool. But...
And territory battles.
One battle in territory battles.
Oh, four.
Two.
4
per phase.
Yeah, sometimes 2. But it's a crapshoot a lot of times in territory
Right.
battles. So what if you could mod for them?
But would you want to have like 6 mods the same way we do on characters?
I would do like 3.
Yeah.
You know, I just being able to customize my ships would make it a lot more fun, and for me to be able to be like, okay, I'm ready. I've done all my stuff. Like we can do this.
Maybe. I'm not on board. I understand what you're getting at, but I'm not on board.
Okay, so the alternative is to Relic 9 every pilot that we use.
Also not on board.
Yeah, it's
Mods would be less painful because the Relic 9 crunch is ridiculous. That's why I only have 1.
yeah. I bought one. Like I have like you could say I have 3. One of them I spent money on from start to finish. I bought it at the very start. I was like, okay, $150. Like, hate my life right now, but I did it. And then the other, so I have 2 that I've earned, and it's been out for how many months now? Like,
Well, and I want
and people want to put it on General Kenobi. Like,
well, and I want to say too, because obviously, like, it's only in territory war to get the droid brains. So it's also limited in terms of who has access to that, unless you're buying it. But from my point of view, and I don't know if you will agree with me, but we'll see. Droid brains aren't even the crunch. It's the other half that you need that is the crunch for me. It's the gear that it takes to convert for the laptops or whatever it is.
Yeah, like, it's completely insane. You're right.
That is the actual crunch. It's not the droid brains. I have droid brains. I don't have the gear to get the laptop pieces. That's the issue.
Well, but you'd run out of droid brains pretty quick if you suddenly had that gear. Like, your droid brains would be like, it's a very limited. You only get it in one place.
Right.
So you're right though. Like it's expensive on every single level right now.
But this is exactly what happened with Relic 8. It was the same thing. The piece that you got from Challenge Pit was not the bottleneck. It's the other half that is the bottleneck.
Oh, people are gonna disagree with you on that piece, at least at first, because a lot of people were like, well, like, if you can't finish the challenge pit, then you can't actually get that piece. Period. Now you can actually spend crystals on, but
right. But like, once you did finish the challenge pit, you had that piece coming in consistently.
Yeah, it's a mess. I don't want to put Relic 8 on crew right now. I mean, he's a functional character. He's good. I don't want to put like right now at the top end of the GAC and territory war meta is an insane, like, just totally crazy, like just arms race in fleets trying to put relics on everyone, like high end relics. Everyone's like, oh yeah, if your Biston and Scarif Rebel Pathfinder aren't Relic 7, like, you're crazy. And I'm like, you're crazy. Relic 7 on Scarif Rebel Path, but I'm gonna have to do it.
Which is crazy.
So, anyways, I guess that's where we can leave it. But it annoys me a little bit.
I will say, someone pointed this out to me, and I thought it was interesting, was that taking Piet to Relic 9, you get 2 extra speed or whatever it is on his capital ship. Taking Grievous to Relic 9, you get 4 extra speed on his capital ship.
Oh, that is interesting. I hadn't heard that.
So I'm curious why it's different for some ships.
It's kind of annoying, actually.
Right? So you speed your Grievous up, your Malevolence up by 4. Does that eliminate some of the RNG for the Malevolence counter too?
Well, it would be nice, actually, because it makes your Vulture droids... Well, I don't know if it's nice or not, but it makes your Vulture droids more resilient because it actually adds to their stats.
Right.
As well. It makes them tougher and hit harder.
So.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it is indeed. Big fan of food. Okay, so let's switch and let's just play a real short game here. Okay. All right. So if you're starting a new account, just off the top of your head, what 3 legendary characters would you go for first?
Thrawn. Thrawn.
Okay, Thrawn. Okay.
Yep, Thrawn first,
Okay.
which opens the door to either Palpatine or Yoda.
Which actually, you can actually unlock Palpatine before Thrawn, in fact, because it's just Rebels can unlock Palpatine,
Right,
and Thrawn you have to have Phoenix.
right, but Phoenix are rebels, so if you just
Right.
focus on the one squad, you could theoretically use the one squad for both,
Yep.
right?
So you get Thrawn, and then who?
I would go for Yoda over Palpatine personally.
Well, I mean, so you get Thrawn. I guess we could just say that Palpatine is already included because
All right.
I think I unlocked Palpatine like at level 70 or something like that. It's really
Really?
easy. Yeah. Yeah, with Prevail Man. I got him super early.
Um, yes. Then
But
you go for Yoda.
okay. Well, because if you're doing Thrawn, then you've got 2 Jedi already
Right.
in Phoenix, which Ezra and Kanan.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. All right. And then who else?
Am I allowed to say BB-8?
So you're starting a new account.
Yeah.
You're gonna farm. You're gonna farm enough First Order just to get BB-8.
Yeah. Okay. No, if
That's
I
fine.
did a legitimate like new account, Thrawn, then Yoda.
Okay.
I feel like R2 is the next easiest one to go for.
He's really easy, but he's kind of worthless for a long time if you
I
don't
know,
have a
that's the
team for him.
thing. I mean, realistically though, the ones that are left.
You're not gonna just get Star Killer right away.
No.
Okay.
No. And some of these aren't even legendaries. I don't know why they're in this.
What? It's not a legendary.
Gas isn't a legendary. Neither is Malik.
Okay.
Jedi
well,
Knight Revan and Darth Revan aren't legendaries.
we're on the journey guide. This is
Okay.
a solo journey, so
Okay. Man,
all right.
I feel like you have to go like
I think
logically
I think your
R2.
time's up. Oh, all right. R2. So you got
Okay.
Thrawn, Yoda, and Palp. Or Thrawn, Palp. We'll just
Yeah.
call him one character. Yoda and R2.
Yeah. Who do you
I
do?
think. Okay, so I agree with the Thrawn Palp, absolutely, and then Yoda is pretty low hanging fruit, I think. But in the process of getting Yoda, I think I would also just go for Jedi Revan because even though it takes a little bit of time to farm all of his things, like once everyone's farmed, you don't really need that much gear at all to unlock him. Like gear 8 is overkill. Like you can unlock him with almost nothing at all, and then
Right.
you have Jedi Revan. Then you have enough Jedi as well to he goes really well hand in hand with Grandmaster Yoda. So in a way, I'm going to cheat and just say those two are linked, just like Palpatine and
And Thrawn.
Thrawn. Yep. So then my next one would probably be so you could get Padme because if you farm Newt, which he's really easy because he's in a farmable location, easy farm location. The Newt makes it pretty easy. I would actually so most people go for Padme. I like Commander Luke though. I think I would go for Commander Luke as the third one.
And Commander Luke a hero's journey.
I mean, they all kind of just blur. I mean, that's what Revan is. He's not a legendary, is he?
No, I don't.
He's as an ancient journey.
He's an ancient. Him and Darth Revan are ancient journeys.
I don't know. I just consider all the legendaries like I would consider all of these legendaries, frankly. But,
All right.
all right, so that was fun. I'm glad we did that. Totally. And now I think. Okay, so want to do the speed GAC,
Right.
and then we'll answer like one question on here, and then head over to your half of the show.
Right. Yes. So we've only done 2 rounds of our GAC.
Whoa. hold on a sec. Let's go right here.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've done 2 rounds so far. So we get 40 seconds each.
Ooh, you're gonna shorten it. Smart.
That's what she said. I don't know if that's what she said.
Awkward. Yeah, because then we're only going over the 2 rounds.
Yeah. So you ready?
Yeah, who's going first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ugh. Okay.
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
All right. I'll give you in 4 seconds.
Okay.
And go.
Okay. So first guy, we were pretty evenly matched. We both had 4 Galactic Legends. Scouted him pretty well, figured out what to keep, and I set 2. I ended up full clearing him. I was horrendous on banners. Like I only got 1680. It was real bad, and it was a 1-shot. He ended up stalling out on my Executor and my Ray. I had hidden one in the back, so he didn't even full clear me. Second one, I was already feeling pretty defeated when I looked at it. He has 6 Galactic Legends to my 4. Had no idea how to even look at this and what to even do going into it. First time I ever faced someone with 6 GLs. He ended up setting 4.
Stop.
We're never gonna do this.
To actually get the full picture, I know. Some people have told us, like, why don't you guys just like rattle off, like, okay, round 1 I won, round 2 I lost, round 3 I won, and I'm like,
fun.
It's stupid. Like that's not actually doing a recap. That's just being stupid.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna be stupid this time, hopefully.
Right.
Nice try though. So how'd you do in your second one?
I lost. He full cleared me, and I could only get through his bottom wall. So I just took it as practice, and it was fine.
Fair.
It was fine. I was a good sport about it, so it's fine.
That's good. Pat yourself on the back a little harder. So.
Yeah, I didn't troll him or anything.
Good.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Okay. So the first one was against a guy named Burned, and I thought he was going to place a really tough defense. He ended up kind of chickening out at the end of the day. He placed a still pretty, like I still tripped all over the place, but I did manage to get the full clear just barely. And then I had left so many ridiculous, obnoxious things on defense that he could only clear 1 zone. I think he could have cleared a couple more, but I think he realized that he couldn't at the end of the day full clear me. And so he just threw in the towel. My next round was against a guy who always attacks in the first hour. He didn't this time because apparently he had told everyone that he was matched up against me. What? Oh, it's so difficult. I can't believe that I was that. I keep thinking that I'm making good progress.
No.
Oh my gosh, this is a problem. We're gonna need to cut this part out of our programming.
I guess it'll never happen.
It's embarrassing. Yeah.
How did your next one? How did it end?
I ended up beating him. There were issues, but yeah, he changed his defense up quite a bit. I changed mine up quite a bit, and he was extremely inefficient on my board. I was also pretty ruinously inefficient, but at the end of the day, like when he got to fleets, he couldn't full clear fleets. But even before he got to fleets, I had won because even if he had maxed his fleets, I'd have won by efficiency. And the funny thing to me about that was I wasn't efficient.
Right.
It's like a 1641. And I would have won via efficiency. It's like, dear Lord, 1641 is really setting the bar pretty low. Yep. All right, let's answer one question and then move to your part of the show, shall we?
Yep.
Actually, we don't have time. We're going straight to your channel.
We are?
Yep. Guys, go to Sarah's channel, sub her if you haven't yet. And there should be like a little graphic that pops up, hopefully, that shows. It might not actually, come to think of it, now that I'm. But if there's not a graphic that's showing up here that's blocking like Sarah's face, then go to the video description. Go to her channel. The second half of the show is on there.
Cool.
All right. It's pretty neat, right?
Pretty neat.
Yeah. Go over there, guys. What are you waiting for? Get over there.